Qam, let's say we live now. Testing, testing, one, two. Audio good. All right. Qam. All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to Allah Akimo that is doing the work with sincerity and charity, with humiliation all across the four winds. To you I salute. All right. Today we got a good lesson lineup. Lord willing, it be edifying and it serves purpose. Okay, but before the brother get into the lesson, I just want to share something with you. All right. I was talking to my co-worker yesterday. You know, well, they don't really believe in, we are the children of God. We are the Israelites. They don't really believe in that, right? But certain things happen. Okay, like the scriptures say what happened. All right, that was going to prove that we are those children. We are those people. All right, and it says in this curses that is going to be a sign. All right, and I wonder if you're wondering who, God's chosen people are. All right, and one of the things she mentioned to me, which me myself, go through it, and other brothers with children off, off the island, whatever, you can't help but, praying every day, because in the back of your mind, there's a cold world out there, right? We know there's a cold world out there, and we know the things that could happen, through us being, parents, and she was like, man, if I call my son and he don't answer, panic. I don't stop calling until I reach him, and not until I hear his voice and that I know he's safe. You see? So I smile, because guess what? That is documented in the curses, in the scriptures. And then on top of that, it's only natural, for a parent, to care about their child's safety. All right, that's another lesson within itself. Like here, one example right now, right? Let's look at Yahweh Jack. Okay, when his parents was looking for him and they couldn't find him. You see that? That was out of pure love. You see? And concern and safety and well-being for their child. You see? So it's the same thing. I have a daughter off the island, living in Nassau, living in the city. All right, and you can't sleep hard. All right. Every time your phone ring, it's like you get like this panicking feeling. You think? Because we know out there is we know the it's a cold world out there, and what can happen. All right. If one of you brothers want to get that in the curses for me, I remember the exact precept. All right. Okay. But this is documented in the curses. And this is one of those curses that proves that, we are the children of Israel. All right. Shalom on the comment, but Yahweh Shem Yasharahla. Okay. This ain't no easy thing. You could imagine that in the middle of the night, your phone ring. Your phone ring in the middle of the night, you panic. Right? Or you try to pick up the phone to call your child, you panic. All right?
But you know the condition, because we were once used to live in the city. So you know the condition, how it is. So now that you have your children dwelling in the city, okay, you cannot help but be praying for them, okay, night and day. Okay, hoping that they will be all right. Yeah,
Right. Scripture say, yes, your sons and daughters will go into captivity. All right, and you not gonna enjoy them, but they're gonna go into captivity. All right, but in this case, we worrying for their safety. All right, and that is in the scriptures as well. Yeah.
You see, like something like daughters should be given unto another. And then I just,
Right, you can bring that precept, right?
okay, this is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
Right. All right, because there's if something happened, ain't nothing you could do. You like a worm. You helpless. You see? All right. So this right here, that's heavy. And I think that the majority of parents go through the same thing. Okay. But yeah, man. You got jumped on 46, brother.
46. Okay, 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Right. So if you're wondering, or if you're unsure if you're an Israelite and you're going through these things, there you go. You got it now. All right, because the scripture said the Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the sons of the living God. All right, so that right there proves that she's an Israelite. You see? Yeah, man. Lord willing, I hope that was edifying, and I, just thought to share that, Yakim. All right.
Where we are, I think that's why the scripture says it's important to train up a child in the way that they should go, so when they are old, they will not depart. Now you can imagine, not training up your child in the way that they should go. When they get older, they'll constantly a warrior on the mind. When you train up a child in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, as they get older, yeah, you still gonna worry about them, but you ain't gonna worry as much because those core values are within them. You see, when you train up your child, they know the true name to call upon. They know the true name what to pray towards. You see, they know where to seek comfort whenever they get into their hard times because you train them up in that way. But our people these days, they ain't training up the train the way that they should go. So that's how come they are constantly in a state of dread or fear for the church.
Yeah.
And so like here, even in that case, even though you train them, but at the end of the day, the way how society itself now is so messed up, all kind of things happen. And when these curses, when you can't help it as a parent. You can't help it, right?
And as a parent, your mind and your heart is connected to your child. You see, so you could sense when something is wrong. You see, this Jeremiah 49:15, it says, "Can a woman forget a sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yeah, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee." All right, and this show you how strong, all right, a parent's love is, or that right, connection is. Even when separated from that child, all right, the parent's thoughts still remains. You see,
Yes, right, yeah. Just that you mentioned yesterday afternoon, just after I finished, doing a lesson, I go for when I see all the videos of what storms in New York and all kind of sudden and whatnot. I don't know if they just showing they make up these videos with cars and things moving and whatnot. And after I seen a couple of videos like that, I called on the phone and called my girl,
That's it.
to say that he was all right and that there wasn't that kind of somewhere bad like that.
Right. Because the minute you hear from him, you automatically you know he's safe. All right. Because your main concern was his safety.
Yeah.
So hey, that's natural.
Right? That relief is coming in two stages though. Because like we say how we didn't hear from him. The initial stage is I hear your voice, so I know you're alive. So now the second question is, are you okay? That's why I say come inside two stages.
Hey brother, I know like bring out this spec, right?
Go ahead.
Show you an example of what we're talking about. It's October 10. Let me see that. Yeah, October 10 and 1. Right? Now the bias October sent the bias on a journey with the angel. And they were looking for him. They count the days, pretty much when he was going. And two of his prayers was, he had restless nights. I can show you in the scriptures, right? It says, now October his father counted every day. And when the days of the journey were expired and they came not, then October said, are they the 10 or is Gabriel dead? And there is no man to give him the money. Therefore he was sorry. Then his wife said unto him, my son is dead. Seeing he stayed long, and she began to wail him and said, now I care for nothing. My son, since I have let thee go, the light of mine eyes. To whom Tobit said, hold thy peace. Take no care, for he is safe. But she said, hold thy peace, and deceive me not. My son is dead. And she went out every day and into the way which they went, and did not eat no meat on the daytime, and ceased not all nights to bewail her son Tobias until the 14 days of the wedding were expired. You see that? You see that?
John, I can bring one more precept and then get a brother, get it right. Let's get Genesis 42:38.
And he said, my son shall not go down with thee, for his brother is dead, and he is left alone. If mischief befall him by the way in the which he go, then shall he bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave.
Right. And this shows you the burden and emotional attachment a parent carries towards their children. You see what I'm saying? So obviously, if you have your child on a different island, all right, and you ain't hear from them, but right off the bat, you could flick in, you're in rest. Just like Tobit.
So lock there, right? The art is that too. Okay, going back to the book of Tobit with the brother dying one brother. My oldest daughter, she traveled over gallons and gallons a week. Okay, or into Babylon. Okay, into the city, South Carolina. And it was her one, right? But she had friends and stuff over there. But for me, into a foreign land, being a parent, just like the scriptures say it in Tobit. Okay, like when you don't hear from them, okay, that'll be a heavy spirit on you. This is why you have to be praying up every day.
Yeah.
You see, so what I had done, I had to talk with her every single day from the time she was over there. Like that was like for 6-7 months. Every day I speak to her. Because in my mind, if you're in a foreign land, I don't know that land.
Right, and if anything that happened, you just like a worm, you can't
do nothing.
you end up no might in your hand. Nothing. That's why parents, you gotta pray over your children. So that when you're in there, the most places, that child under his protection. Like the brother said earlier, train up a child in the way that he may go. All right, that you being a righteous parent, you know, the Lord's gonna look over your child. He's gonna cover and protect your child. That's it. The book of Psalm 91 goes into that. All right, you got something, brother?
Yeah. Well, fine. And we're bringing out one more precept. We're beginning that with the voice of God. The next one is if you remember, Sarah was the one who's playing her. She was going to temple given to the God. We read Judges 5:28. This was his mother now. She waiting to see him, but he never come. She didn't even know he was there. So that was a place to her. I don't mind. Judges 5:28. The mother of Sisera looked out a window and cried to the loudest, "Why is this chariot so long in coming? Why tarry the wheels of his chariots?" And that's a mother worrying for her child. She know he's supposed to come at this appointed time. He ain't never reach. And but that's a scary thing for any parent, because now she don't know what, she didn't see him. She don't have nobody to say what happened to him now. That's a plague on him. Is he still there? That's a constant hope, but she clinging on to when he in. That's a hope he's in.
Yeah.
That's a scary thing, right?
Done. So yeah, man. So, you know, again, I just thought that, you know, I would share that because, you know, that's for one, that proves that she's an Israelite. You see, and I'm not saying that other nations don't go through this, but man, other nations, we don't have the opportunity they have. But you see, they have it better and easier than us, than you know, this damn wicked society. But when it comes to us, you know, it's always a heavy burden. You know, no matter where we go. Done. Right, no matter where we go, in the city or in the field. You know, wherever we go.
Overtake us.
Yeah. Yeah, man, because at the end of the day, you only worrying, you know, but their safety. And that in itself is a curse. All right, but hey, the curse is almost up though. The curse is starting to turn. That's it. Got it. You got it, brother.
Yeah, man, so with that, you know, this lesson, the Lord put in my spirit to bring out, okay, is going into the second deliverance, okay. So we're gonna need that same power again to deliver us, okay, to deliver us out of this wicked kingdom. All right. So, yeah, my God, with this lesson is edified. Okay. So we can need that same power, all right, to deliver us again, as we were delivered before out of the house of bondage, out of Israel, okay, Egypt. All right, that same power, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, and none other, okay, will deliver us. So when you look at Egypt, okay, back then, the deliverance of Israel out of Egypt is as a pattern for these last days. Okay, it was not like there was not.
That's Gonzalez, man.
Oh shit! That's like we said a little earlier. He's gonna be up and down, up and down.
That's a boy, son. Yeah.
All right.
That one who likes speed up and down.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
All right then. All right. So yeah, it was not done by Israel's own strength, but by the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay, which he break a kingdom like Egypt. Okay, humble Pharaoh. All right, divide the sea. Okay, and preserve its people in the wilderness, us Israelites. The scripture shows that the final deliverance will be even greater than ancient Egypt. But before we get to that point, okay, let's talk about how deliverance only come through the hand of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and not man. Because many of our people, you know, they put their trust in man and in princess. Okay? So you see, Israel was trapped, oppressed, outnumbered. Pharaoh had what? He had a military power. He had wealth, and he had a great authority. Okay, so who do you see in that position today? Okay, modern Egypt today, which is Babylon, which is also America.
These are the water couple.
Yeah, I'm old one. Yeah, God.
So yeah, so this message coming up.
All right. Yeah, so lock you. All right, like I said, all right, when you look at America today, they hold those same type of positions. Okay, they have our people in oppression. Okay, they have a great military power. Okay, they have a great wealth. All right, but the Lord will still deliver us and deliver his people. Okay, stand over for this elect. All right, the mother to get that Exodus 14, verse 13 and 14.
13 and 14. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of Yahweh, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever. Yahweh shall fight for you, and ye shall hold peace.
All right, so this shows us the elect will need divine intervention again and not man's power. All right, the scripture says, fear ye not, stand still and see the salvation of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? But we get that Wisdom of Solomon 5, 1 and 2. Okay.
This book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they shall see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all they that look for.
But you see, when they shall see it, they shall be troubled with fear, and shall be amazed with the strangeness of his salvation. All right, so this right here is going to be epic. Okay, this is going to be epic. All right, our deliverance is going to be epic. All right, man can't save us. Only Yahweh Hashem Yahushai can deliver us. Okay, it will be done only by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay. Let's get that Psalms 44, verse 1 to 7, brother.
Psalms 44 and 1. To the chief musician for the sons of Korah, Rashid. We have heard with our ears, O Yahweh, our fathers have told us, what work thou didst in their days, in the times of old. How thou didst drive out the heathen with thy hand, and plantest them.
God, Salakia, this is our forefather King David is speaking. Okay, he's telling the story what would have happened, what his fathers told him. Okay, the wonderful works of our power Yahweh Shem Yahushai when we were being delivered out of Egypt. All right.
How thou didst drive out the heathen with thy hand and planted them. How thou didst afflict the people and cast them out. For they got not the land in possession by their own sword, neither did their own arm save them, but thy right hand and thine arm and the light of thy countenance, because thou hadst a favor unto them. Thou art my king, O Yahweh. Command deliverances for Jacob. Through thee will I push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me.
God, you see that? So David saying that he's trusting his weapons. He's just trusting in his own strength. You see? But thy right hand, all right, he's trusting in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to deliver him. And so are us. All right?
But thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us.
God, and I put them to shame that hated us. All right, so the Lord has come back. He's going to do the same thing again. But it's going to be epic this time. It's going to be on a grand scale. All right? We can get that in the MSG. All right?
All right. God, and they ain't talking about seasoning either. All right. The book of Psalm chapter 44 verse 1. It says, we've been hearing about this, God. We've been hearing about this, God, all our lives. Our fathers told us the stories of their fathers, told them how single-handedly you weeded out the godless from the field and planted us.
God, it's exactly right. So you see, it mentioned our fathers have told them. Okay? So their fathers have told them, they told their children. And us, we doing the same thing. Telling our people, look here, this is what the Lord's going to do. You
Right?
see?
God. How you send these people packing, but gave us a fresh start. We didn't fight for this land. We didn't work for it. It was a gift. You gave it, smiling as you give it, delighting as you give it.
God. So when you think about that, right? When your child do something that is great and honorable, what you do? You give them a gift, okay? And you would show some kind of love towards it.
Appreciation.
Right. Yeah.
Right? It said, you're my king. Oh God commanded victory for Jacob. With your help, we'll wipe out our enemies. In your name, we'll stamp them to dust.
God, the Lord said what? He would the same fishes of men. Okay, there's gonna be hunters. Right?
Right? It says, I don't trust in my weapons. My sword won't save me. But it's you. You who save us from the enemy. You made those who hate us lose face. All day we parade God's praise. We thank you by your name over and over.
God. All right. So the moral of all of that is that we trust in our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and we will continue to let the high praises be in our mouth.
God.
Okay? Just as our forefathers did, we are doing the same thing. Okay? So this is epic.
God, and this deliverance is gonna be in style.
You know?
Last time, the last deliverance, most Egyptians get to see that.
Yep.
But this deliverance is gonna be global, and it's gonna be in style.
God.
Our getaway ride isn't of this world.
No.
You let that sink in. That's a beginning. But our getaway ride isn't of this world, and this is. Hey, and the whole world is gonna see it. The whole world. Okay. God. All right. See the brother do one of them little AI video where he hop in the chariot and he going through these different portals, going to these different dimensions. Fast. Well, that is gonna be our reality. Okay.
The stories won't have that nonsense.
You're damn right.
We can get high.
Yep. So you think about that. What our ride isn't of this world, isn't of this dimension. And it's gonna be done right in these people's sight. See what I said? You got it, brother.
Let me back you, brother. This is Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven into a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. We know the cloud is talking about those chariots, you know, and the enemies beheld them. All of them will hate us. All these nations, they're gonna see it. They're gonna see our deliverance.
Yep. That's it. All right. They're gonna see it. Okay, like the ark say. Okay. We're gonna be delivered in style. You see? You know, and these same people that say, man, oh, you mean to tell me that's those guys that what man dress? They would have chance to say what mother said.
Yeah, boy. And our deliverance is going to be done in the presence of Yahweh Shai, in the presence of the angels, and in the presence of the whole world. That's it. All right. Our Lord he's just going to be hovering right over us, and there ain't nothing nobody could do.
So there's overseeing, conducting.
Do you understand? Yeah, man. Let me get karatas out there, man. Yo. As a matter of fact, we're gonna get praise in us. That's right. Drink goes into that.
Coming up with effort, number 2, brother.
A work of art, such as a novel or drama that resembles or suggests an epic. What do you mean? Extending beyond the usual or ordinary, especially in size or scope.
God, read the camera.
Extending beyond the usual or ordinary, especially in size or scope.
Extending beyond the usual. You see, so this our deliverance is gonna be epic. Okay.
Extraordinary, impressive.
Right. Impressive.
Right, damn.
You see? So no military might, no politics, no government, and no alliance can save us but Yahweh Shai, who deliver his people. Okay, Israel. But this time, not all Israel will be delivered. 2/3, okay, will be put.
God, they got a better sense.
That's it. Okay, they will be put down 6 feet deep. All right, some will even melt with fervent heat. All right, so this second deliverance will be greater than ancient Egypt. Okay, this deliverance that is coming will be so mighty that people will speak about it more than the Exodus itself.
God,
Okay,
this deliverance that is coming is going to be a high holy day.
that's it.
So this is going to be a memorial.
God,
And the first deliverance still talked about it.
God,
exactly.
Thousands of years ago, still talked about it.
You see?
I'm on the second deliverance.
Yeah.
Second Exodus.
Hey, and the second deliverance, like I say, is gonna be so epic. It's gonna be like the ark said, in style. It's gonna be in grand style, but
Yeah. When you look at it, that is a part of the reward.
that's it.
God, because not only will we getting delivered in style, right? Our names will have is going to be memorialized as well.
God,
You could imagine, man. Hey, that's karates I get going up here. That's one more going up here. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
these things is going to be attached. All right, to our deliverance.
right?
You see what I said?
Yep.
So every time that deliverance is mentioned, you always can mention us.
Yeah, always.
I think Ezekiel spoke about the writings of the house of Israel.
God.
Let's get that Jeremiah 16 with 14 and 15, bro.
It's Jeremiah 16, 14.
14 and 15. That's right.
Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Check this now. Check this.
But Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
That's the north. Right there, that's going into this North America.
And from all lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Done. All right. So this first Egypt, the first Egypt deliverance was global news in the ancient world. And still is today. Done. All right. But this coming deliverance, all right, will surpass it.
Ever.
All right. Let's get Jeremiah 23, 7 and 8, and we get that in the NLT, brother.
What do you think of the nation so fearful back then? They heard about the deliberate, the devastation of the Lord who was in them.
Jeremiah 23, 7 and 8.
Jeremiah 23, 7 and 8.
All right, this is the book of Jeremiah 23, chapter 7. Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, which brought up and led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all countries where I have driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land.
God. All right. That's it. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will show that same miraculous power again as he did with ancient Egypt. Okay. See, in ancient Egypt at that time, basically only Egypt got to see our deliverance. But this time, the whole world is going to see it.
God. All right. So, like you say, the Egyptians wrote down what they saw from their point of view. All right. But this time, each country in this earth, all right, is going to witness this. And they're going to give their point of view.
God.
Okay.
Now there's the precept Revelation 1 and 7. Okay. That the will come with a cloud and every eye shall see him.
God. So the same way how every eye shall see him, and they're going to know who that is. Right? And here in this country, in particular on this island, they can know, yeah, you saw. They're gonna know that's Karataza and Wamba and Makaya, Yashua, Desire. They're gonna know that.
They can know, right?
Yep.
God, every news station, even.
That's it.
Every news station. It's pulling it.
God. All right, let's get up Micah 7, 15 to 17, brother.
Book of Micah chapter 7, verse 15. According to the days of thy coming out of the land of Egypt, will I show unto him marvelous things. The nations shall see and be confounded at all their might. They shall lay their hand upon their mouth, their ears shall be deaf. They shall lick the dust like a serpent. They shall move up out of their holes like the worms of the earth. They shall be afraid of Yahweh, our power, and shall fear because of thee.
God. All right, so that same type of supernatural acts seen in Egypt will happen again as we are being seen. Judgments. Okay, yes. All right. We seen it. Okay. But fast forward to modern Egypt today, which is also Babylon, which is also America. all right, she will be judged, okay, and can and won't escape judgment. Okay, let's get Revelation 11 and 8. All right,
Right, Babylon ain't gonna be healed this time. All right. The only way Babylon is gonna be healed is she gonna be damn burned with fire. She gonna be crispy, crunchy, to be extra crispy.
yep,
You understand? All right. That's the only way that can be healed.
that's it.
All right. And when you see that plague then go inside now and then spread like that now, final cherry on the top now, you're gonna get a quarter rice.
You know that?
That's it.
You know, original. I mean, that's
Yeah, boy.
I tell you. Well, let's get that Revelation 11 and 8. Okay.
Revelation 11 and 8. And the dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord is crucified.
God. So this, which is called spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, this is America. Okay, she represents the same as ancient Egypt oppression and captivity under whole wicked rulership. Okay, just as Egypt would judge, on Egypt, the day would be judged. All right, so again, the Most High will fight and save his elect again. Okay, just like how we were delivered out of Egypt, we will be delivered out of Egypt again. Okay, out of the house of bondage. All right, because when you look at it today, our people think that they are free, but they are not free. We are not free. You see, we are scattered into all nations. So how is it that we're free? Okay, we subject to
Payments.
payments. We subject to underneath strangers. You see, the wicked rulership. You see, right? You see, let's get Isaiah 31 and 5.
Free, but then you have a passport, you have a driver's license, you have NIB. You understand? You have bills. But you free.
What? 31 and 5. God, Isaiah 31 and 5.
As birds fly, so will Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defend also will deliver it, and pass over will preserve it.
God, for the Most High will deliver it. Get a Zechariah 14:1.
Zechariah 14:1. The book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 1. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and their houses rifled, and the woman ravished, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Verse 3. Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations as when he fought in the day of battle.
God. So when the Most High power uses the time, a fight. All right, for you, it's like this. Okay, this is divine intervention against those nations. See? So the Most High is going to gather up from everywhere. Okay, he's going to deliver us. Let's get Isaiah 11.
Right, then do right. When you look at Mortal Kombat, right? When you done damn beat your opponent so bad, he just staggering, right? What did it say, right? Did it say finish him, right?
Yeah.
Good, guess what? The Lord did the same thing. Right? You know what his finishing move was? You know what his finishing move was? Yahweh Shai, which is this almighty word,
Yeah.
leap down. But he come through
Yeah.
with flawless victory. Flawless. You see what I said? So it's going to be the same thing. So this time around, it's going to be the same thing in Yahweh Shai present because he come in the knee and he damn zap your ass. Don't need dust. There ain't gonna be no blood.
Dude.
Don't make wireless. I come home.
You understand?
Represents.
That's it.
That's when
Flawless victory.
Flawless, yeah.
Lucky right that you have up. That's when you watch that movie Waterworld with Tom Cruise, and those machine was they were trained out as a chariot. Spiritually, we know that, right? When there was zapping people, you won't see no blood. You won't see dust and smoke.
That's it.
That's it.
All right.
See, Esau children, the movie, one of the X-Men. They showed us one of the X-Men movie with Jean. When they gave her so much power, the man, she walking and the poison come to fight her, they just disintegrated. You see?
How we first. Never watch that.
I said, why are they give a woman that type of power?
Yeah, then that's how it's gonna be in the presence of Yahweh Shai. Poof, poof, poof. People just gonna damn start exploding for no reason.
That's it.
Yep.
That's just as you mentioned with the modern combat. Okay, it'd be flawless victory, right? So when Yahweh Shai come, the carry out is gonna be perfect. Nothing is gonna be off. Look up that word flawless.
Right? It says the definition of flawless, right? Having no flaw or imperfection.
You see that? So that's perfect. So when Yahweh Shai kill you, that's perfect. That's the perfect kill. You know?
Yeah, and you know why it's gonna be perfect too? Because it's gonna be done in righteousness.
That's it.
You
All
got
right.
it?
Let's get Isaiah 11 and 12, brother.
Isaiah 11 and 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nation. Isaiah 11, 12, verse 11. Yeah. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Syria and from Egypt, and from Parthians and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Ramah, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
God. All right, like I mentioned a little earlier, all right, the first exodus was really from one land. All right, the final gathering is from many nations all around the world. All right, so you know Yahweh Shai will make a grand scale, okay, a epic deliverance, because salvation belongeth to Yahweh Shai. All right, let's get Psalms 3 and 8 and Jonah 2 and 9.
It's the book of Psalm, chapter 3, verse 8. It says, salvation belongeth unto Yahweh. Thy blessing is upon thy people. See that?
That's it. All right, salvation belongs to the Most High. Okay, we cannot deliver ourselves. Okay, just like King David said. Okay, his sword can't save him.
Well, that's something, but there ain't gonna be no escape. Because you get Yahweh Shai, get the air covered, you know, then you get this man on the ground, you know, putting in the ground work, and then to see, well, we got Leviathan there.
Yeah.
So it ain't no escape it.
No. Yeah.
I don't talk about we can be able to communicate with them. But it ain't no getting away.
Get that Jonah 2 and 9.
But I will sacrifice unto thee with the voice of thanksgiving. I will pray that I have vowed salvation of the Lord.
God, you see that? Salvation belongs to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? So we came out of Egypt because the Most High power Yahweh Shem Yahushai remembered his covenant and showed his power. Right? The same power to deliver us in these last days. Right? So ancient Egypt was a shadow of a greater deliverance to come. Back then, all right, the waters were divided. All right, the plagues was sent. Pharaoh's army was destroyed. So the Most High will do marvelous things again, and he's going to do it again through his son, Yahweh Shai. Okay? We've given you an illustration earlier. When Yahweh Shai comes to deliver, he's going to do everything flawlessly.
So last year, we tried. I mean, they said, they say, yeah, remember that?
God. And another thing too, don't think your technology is gonna save you.
No.
That shit ain't gonna work. All right, you think AI just come around?
Yeah.
But AI been here a long time, boy. AI been here a long time. And that couldn't save nobody back then. And it definitely ain't gonna save nobody in this time.
No. Yeah, you know, us talking about his brain would give you Jesus like power.
That's a bold game.
You see what I'm saying? So he's comparing this AI, this smart tools and all that to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You see? He's saying that on the same level as the Lord. That could do. He's saying look that could give you miracles. You know? But the thing about it is that won't be able to cure you. That won't be able to deliver you. You see? It's all about what convenience. Okay? All right. Their thing is that they only want to get more richer. That's all it is.
Same thing. I want you to read that, right? But what is right? We talk about AI, right? We talk about AI and how this concept of AI, this shit been around a long time. The scripture said there's nothing new under the sun. You know, and to water Yahweh Shem Yahushai for giving us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to go into damn every and anything. Right? What is right? And this just the proof, not the straight from the brother topic, to show you that this shit has always been here. What you got, brother?
It says, Hephaestus, also known as Vulcan.
What is call his name again?
Hephaestus.
Right. So Hephaestus, this is the Greek way of saying Vulcan. Same thing. You know, because you know these damn Edomites though, they like to compare shit. Yeah. So the Greeks feel like the Romans have this. Well, okay, since the Roman have this, we can have this too, but we just can call him this. Same thing. Read what up.
Hephaestus is the Greek god of technology, mechanical engineering, forges, and craftsmanship. Often associated with fire and volcanoes, he served as the master craftsman of Olympus.
Oh, that's it on that.
And while the ancient Greeks did not have modern computers, Hephaestus was famous for his technological marvels, including ancient concepts of robotics and artificial intelligence.
AI. This year they ain't just come around.
Yeah.
You see that? All right, and you see who mind this come out of.
That's why it's called the Greco-Roman Empire.
All right. So Yahweh Shem Yahushai is gonna reign supreme. All right. So your boy just thought it amazing. He damn see a so-called robot dog doing the baki, and he damn freaking out over that.
Yeah.
This shit already been around from that time. All right. But this ain't gonna stand. This shit can get burned down.
You know that.
That's it, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. God. There's nothing new under the sun. All right, and that's another topic, another lesson within itself. All right, so touch it a little bit, to give you a more clear understanding. The shit ain't just come around. All right, so AI and all of that paying you from that time, but
That's it. One thing was Roman justice.
right, but them do the same thing. All right,
And the modern day,
right, AI, yeah. See what I said? All right, all right. You gotta go.
Yeah, your file lesson, you gotta hear file lesson. I wanna get in the lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai going into this article, right? All right, pertaining to prophecy, right? It's titled, that the lapse is coming, are you prepared? A systematic lapse is coming, are you prepared? All right, because a lot of people still don't believe this word is coming to an end. See, a lot of people don't know what the end consists of. A lot of people don't know what the end consists of. Nope. All right. But let me tell you the end of freedom. We start to tell you that the end of freedom. All right. The end of your liberty. Do what you want to do. All right. Life will change. It will not remain the same. All right. Those comforts that you have, you take it away. All right. Case in point, just as simple as going to the store, traveling, you will be met with restrictions if you don't comply. Okay? You will be met with restrictions if you don't comply. You need to digitalize to partake in society. All right, to enter the store, travel, or even healthcare, etc. These are last days of freedom. All right, Esau, the so-called white man, he coming down with a great rod for you. All right, because he know his time is short, he pushing forward with his agenda. And if you ain't prepared or you don't comply, guess what? You'll be excluded from society. All right, we are entering, like I always say, the dystopian world. I can't stress it enough, whereby they will control and surveillance you every day of your life. All right, people don't believe that's coming. Everywhere you go, you're gonna have robots taking over. All right, very soon. All right, they done in the movie. They starting the I see something on TikTok where there's robot during the Michael Jackson dance. He fall right down.
Yeah.
You saw it, right?
yeah, God.
You fall downstairs.
Yeah. He himself. They got the dragon. Devil's ass of a dragon. All right, robot taking over. All right, and you know inflation, pestilences will intensify. All these documents in the Bible. All right, show you we ain't get long here.
Yeah.
All right, just the end. And guess what? It's only going to get worse from here on up. Okay, it's only going to get worse. And I get this article to show you. We near the end. We the last seconds of the end. And are you prepared?
Yeah.
Are you prepared for what's coming?
Gun, you said pestilence. All right, and we know pestilence. All right, here it is. Right here in our port. Right, you had this cruise ship coming out of virus. Right? The airport yesterday. You got two people quarantined for Ebola. Right? And I say in the post, the elder brother Yasharahla post, right? Going back from 2006. Every damn 6 years is some type of new disease. You see that, right? Every 6 years is some type of new disease. He gone from Ebola, then the something else in Ebola 2006, then something in 2012.
So I think SARS.
Yeah. Then 2016 was what?
2016.
Something like that. I
I
know.
think I screenshot it.
And the thing about it, these same set of viruses, they keep coming back. Right.
Yeah, all them been run. Even you know the one now the hunter that been if you get a Lysol can and you look inside the box and you see that.
You see that.
Yeah.
COVID was the same thing when you look inside the box of the Lysol can when COVID first started, you see COVID. All the viruses that they did.
Done. Yeah, so these things ain't new. But this shows you that hey, we have. You understand?
That's the digital version of the play.
Right, and not to stray off the broader topic, right? When you go into these different pestilences, they tied the Revelation chapter 6. They also tied the inflation. You see what I said? Famine. Okay.
Because one disease or one thing pop up, the price of the market go crazy.
Yep.
You see what COVID-19 did?
That's it. Right? All right. You get the price of gas that's gone up again. All right. All these tied to that same plague.
And notice how all these things happen simultaneously.
John, you got it, brother.
So we're gonna get into this article, but you will read the headline.
It's critical to prepare now for the coming collapse.
All right, it's critical now to prepare now for the coming collapse. What shall I do when these evils shall come? All right, the bad time. What do you think we're doing? We're preparing ourselves now. All right. Read some of the hashtags, brother. Some of the hashtags. Thanks.
The tag said collapse, current events, energy, famine, food independence, food stockpile, off-grid energy, preparedness, and survival.
Right. Now read the first paragraph.
Why we stand on the verge of systemic collapse.
This guy's gonna break it down.
I believe civilization is on the verge of a collapse, and the window to prepare is closing far faster than most realize.
So don't think all you get is time. Don't think all you get is time. Time winding down. All right. Don't keep on procrastinating to serve the Lord. Go ahead, brother.
In talking with many of my listeners, I reading users' feedback. It's clear that people sense the ground shifting beneath their feet. They know the world is no longer stable, and they are desperate for guidance.
I want you. I read an article early this week. How they saying the church numbers? They do statistics in the UK. The church numbers was since pandemic is the lowest that ever been. No one attending the churches no more. The numbers are continue to dwindle. You know why? Because people find out, answers in the church.
God.
Answers.
God.
They lose faith.
God, you're absolutely right. It's bad. You get this social media influence. Influencer here, this country, and you see how they marching down the Christian Council.
Yeah,
Yeah, the laugh, boy. They ain't got no answers on, but yeah, the way how she's saying it, it's bad, but the thing she's saying is the truth.
All those big time ministers in the states, TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Joel Osteen, all of them in kind of legal problem.
That's it.
Yeah.
Exactly. These people saying these corrupt people who they are. These people in the church, they only ask to tithe money. The Lord exposing them. They can't give you no answers. This way you're gonna find the answers on the highways and edges. The Lord of brothers set up all over the world. Especially over there in Babylon, brothers set up on almost every street corner.
That's it.
You only find in them house in them hallowed houses.
No.
All right. Read on, brother.
One of the things was said too with these Christians, okay, especially those American pastors, those heathen pastors, right? If the Lord was truly dealing with them, why they haven't going in the hospital and healing people? Right?
You gotta buy the healing salt from the healing water first. And it's probably because they ain't laying on the heavenly pillow.
Yeah, you got Marty at that. What the heavenly pillow? Your boy, the singing bishop had the healing water. But yet, they haven't healed nobody in the hospital.
Why Marty can't heal and Mary was got in the
Like that flattery.
Okay.
I think she's fast.
Uh-uh. That's hard, boy.
Fast?
She's not fast, she's slow. Right, the Burger King.
And I'm Bentley.
Yeah.
Taking all the people's resources.
All the times when you want to walk up.
This is Jeremiah 46:11. Go up into Gilead and take balm, O virgin daughter of Egypt. In vain shall thou use many medicine, but thou shalt not be cured.
Exactly. And you're going to see it in this article. All right. This is all the elite's plan to crash this economy.
It says here, they know the world is no longer stable and they are desperate for guidance.
All right. This way you can find the true guidance on the highways and edges. All right. I see at one beach you had Muscat, 2,500 people get baptized.
Come over and tell us.
Yeah. We get baptized too.
And somebody there to baptize the woman, her pastor drown the person.
Yep.
It says here, here's why this matters. I believe we are running out of time for civilization as we know it to function. The signs are everywhere, from the collapsing economic system to the deliberate destruction of critical infrastructure. I write this not as a detached observer, but as someone who has spent 2 decades tracking the converging crises that now threaten every aspect of our lives.
Right. And the signs are all around us. If you can't see the signs, you're lost and you'll be taken. All right. Everything what the prophets been prophesying about back then, we seen it in these times. All right. Even though we prophesying about it also, but it manifested in real time. It manifested. All right. Okay. It's hopping off the pages. All right. These are days of they desire to see. All right. We ain't here long, yeah, man. All right. Don't think all you get is time. You better repent. Don't think all you get is time. Don't think all you get is time. We in the end. So, brother, someone get Ezekiel 7:5-6. Huh?
Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 5. All right. Said, thus said the Lord God, an evil, only evil, behold, is come. An end is come, the end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come.
Right? It says an evil and only evil. So some pretty bad times is coming, especially for our people. Because you read this chapter, it's going hard against our people, the Israelites out there. All right? And they ain't prepared for these times. You know, they still are going through their little celebration.
Yeah.
All right? These people still can't save you. See? All right. And when you go look this up, it says this means the Most High patient of expired. All right. You see, that's why all these things happen on the earth. All right. The long deferred consequences of this are finally catching up to them. All right. The Most High tired. All right. Okay. You see all the judgment happening on the earth. You see the plagues intensifying. Yahushua is on his way because he spoke about the pestilences. All right. The judgment of the Lord is come. All right. Now people ain't checking. But guess what? The Lord wants spare liberty on them. All right. Because when shit is done and the society collapses, a lot of people is going to crash out. They're going to crash out. All right. A certain group ahead, you know, all they do is talk. I never heard nobody say, you know, thank the Lord for this thing. All they talk about, they work, they cry. You know, maintaining the state of the world.
Yep.
All right. We want to have that mindset in this time. We want to keep our mind fixated on prophecy. You know, we can pay our bills with whatever the Lord blesses with, but for the most part, you know, focus on prophecy because these people are going to catch locking. They ain't prepared for what's coming. All right, they're going to crash out. All right, but let's go more on this article to show you the signs of the collapse. All right, and what they prepared for, this new system, this digital system. All right, Salaki, and also, right, you had a lady, she gets scammed some damn money, an old lady.
Yep.
See, because a lot of these old folks were set in their ways. A lot of them are gonna get carried away. Because guess what? They ain't up to date with technology.
Technology, right?
If you want up to date with technology, you're gonna be in plenty problems in these times. Because you're gonna fall for everything. But read
An unmistakable sign of collapse.
the what?
Unmistakable sign of collapse.
You know about
Look around. The economy is a rigged casino fueled by money printing and debt that can never be repaid.
debt that can never be repaid. Trillions of dollars in debt.
I mean, that's what I see as a rigged casino fueled by that. When you look at the markets, right, and you go down, let's say Forex trading or what's not, right? You have people who swear by this method or that method, because at one point I used to trade too. All those so-called methods and watching this and watching that, all this is garbage. Because at the end of the day, the markets move how they want it. They rigged, the game rigged.
That's it.
You see, you may think, okay, if I do this, it's supposed to go down. When it reach so far, shoot straight back up, you lose your money. All of it is a rigged casino. The house always is win.
That's it.
The house win it. Well, this house winning for now. You see?
That's it. Read the next one, brother.
The education system intentionally dumbs down our children.
See that? Actually, dumb down our
Because
what, brother?
when you look at our education system, especially here in where we are, right in the Bahamas, they don't teach the children how to be self-sufficient. They don't teach the children how to grow their own food. They don't teach the children how to be entrepreneurs and try to do your own thing. Ultimately, they don't teach our children about the true name of the Lord. All they teach our children,
Learn the rat race.
learn the rat race, learn servitude, know how to be a good hostess in the hotel, learn how to save money to buy food, go to college. You see, that's all they teach our children. They intentionally dumbing down the children.
The main thing is they don't teach our children how to think.
Yep. How to defend themselves. Right.
That was the goal of the concept of the gospel. Okay. With kids, like
That's a curriculum. So if you step outside the box, you'll see all that is garbage. Boy. You ain't believe me? Talk to one of these younger Gen Z children, you can see exactly what I'm talking about.
Some people go by the book, they run through the book. That's it. But for application, like real world application, they stupid, but stupid. They don't know sense.
Yeah, well, for example, right? I be back here. Boy was talking to me, asked me what book I reading. I said, King James Version. I asked him, well, what book he's used. He said, the Old and the New. Now, he don't understand the King James Version. That's a version. You get what?
King James Version, International,
You understand translation? You understand NLT, all of these things. He don't understand that. All he understands is the Old and the New. I say, yeah, well, it didn't make sense talking to him. That's see what?
I think he mean the old Bible.
Yeah, boy.
That's a part of Esau, Edom, right? Teaching them English. You see, going into the lesson where we did subject and predicate and all that.
Yeah. They don't know the difference in that. No.
You know?
Yeah, damn.
The cooling and the sun cooling.
Jake, that's damn stupid. That's that's that the average that is right. That's all I can say. But, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot you do, right? To further back up what you say with the educational system, it's a waste of time even going to school and getting these damn degrees and these certificates. You think, 'cause at the end of the day, it ain't what you damn know. It's who you know.
It's who you know, right?
And then you got this master's degree in this, and you're working for a man who ain't been to college one day in his life.
Right? Yeah.
This is what the article is gonna bring up. The next one. Read the next one.
Lucky, right? Lucky, just the other day on the news, they had the same thing on the news. How students will say they'll go off go to college, get these degrees, come back, try to get a job. The job can't pay them. You know,
Qualified.
they overqualified. So what they do, they stay over where they went to school.
That in itself is brain drain on the economy.
You see?
They make out about each others. Really? Yeah. It says the education system intentionally dumbs down our children. The legal system dispenses injustice for justice.
Dispenses me can't go without. Injustice. This is a wicked system.
Additional injustice.
You know?
You can never find justice inside this wicked
It's a wicked system, what I was saying.
A man could break into your house, threaten your family, and if you turn your back to walk outside, you can't stick him in your back, can't shoot him in your back. That makes sense. You already trespassing on my property, you a trespass. You can do what you want to do, but if I shoot you in your back, I ain't wrong.
Yeah. That's how wicked the society is.
A man could rape his wife. That's all. Or if a man go to the police and say, oh, your wife raped him. You laugh at him.
Right. Get Isaiah 29 and 16.
I'm turning upside down.
This wicked society. Oh, you saw the man said. Wicked society.
The book of Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be its stem as the potter's clay. But shall the word say of him that made it, he had made me not? Or shall the thing frame it of him that frame it had no understanding?
Right? This is an upside down society. You know, wicked society. You know, people can get away with all kind of shit in the society. It's okay. You know, that's what the brother was saying in Islam. Read the next one, brother.
Elections are systematically rigged to install Zionist loyalists while defeating legitimate leaders who represent the American people.
Why you think Trump was set up? You know, who you think put him there? You know, those gun rats, they put him there as a puppet. They only put him up as their puppets. You know? Alright? For those gun rats with a lot of Israel. You know? Why you think every time they put pressure, then he gotta do what they say? You know? Because they get those files over here. Alright?
The globalists are following a planetary script to replace humans with AI systems, rendering you obsolete. Globalists are following a planetary script to replace humans with AI systems, rendering you obsolete.
You see that? Okay, so the word is the all right, AI taking over the work field, the jobs, everything. Okay, we'll read the next paragraph.
Beyond our borders, the situation is even more dire. As I previously stated, the Strait of Hormuz tensions and fertilizer shutdowns are engineered for depopulation.
What that for?
Engineered for depopulation.
Depopulation. All right, it's all the plan of the globalist man. Elites. All right, and if you're prepared for this, if you're prepared for what's coming, you're going to be taken. Read some more, brother.
Don, like I say, that tie right back to Revelation 6. All right. Pestilence.
All engineered.
That's it. This is the spoken word, written word.
Right? Because if he no fertilizers, then you're in problems.
Right, because the brother was saying, man, on the drive up here, the Asian lady selling the watermelon, he said, well, $30, he think that's too much.
What? $30 for what?
Yeah. That's the one. When you look at the cost of fertilizer, the different chemicals you need to keep the fungus and thing away, labor. That's what they said. For $30, that's a small fee.
Got a boy?
Right. Yeah, yeah. You ain't used to buy no watermelon any. I used to people give. Because I'm a niggas you know is buy watermelon.
will be enough.
God.
Whereas I thought using fiat currency now, money will be in real to buy real substance. Maybe you go there, get a water bag, you bring a bag of potato or bag of and you take that.
So it's a trade back in the day.
Yeah. It says here, we are watching a deliberate unraveling of a supply chain that keeps us alive. David Dubai warns that civilizational cycles are converging with food riots and police state imminent.
You see that food riots and police state imminent, and that's in scriptures. All right, that's in the scriptures. Food riots is coming. You know, these high prices. Father, that's like on Bahamas. When you go to Bahamas time, I think that's what the site is. The gas is for $7 in Nassau. You know, it's $7, almost $8 here, right?
Yeah.
And that's gonna go up. That's inflation. Exactly. You know,
The C-19 bioweapon was just the opening salvo in a man-made extinction level event perpetrated by a genocidal conspiracy. These are not isolated incidents. They are coordinated attacks on human life.
see that? So guess what? You see how serious this shit is? All right. These people, Jake don't know what's coming, and they ain't prepared. All right. This is all by design for the elites. The world is a stage. Everything is fake in the society. The damn food, the woman. All right. Everything is fake. Everything is fake in the society. All right. This ain't our rest, man. This ain't our rest.
Especially the food, good shit. All we have is damn GMOs.
I telling you.
You know, fella was saying, "Oh man, I buy watermelon from home guy right over there. Man, when I got that, not one seed in that."
I see this watermelon thing.
That's why.
You understand? What kind of shit that is? That's like you buy the cucumber with no seed in it.
Right.
You know that ain't right, man.
No.
Why you think? Majority of the time when you cook, right? You don't eat. Couple minutes after you don't eat, you gotta go back to the pot again.
Right. And that eats. You don't get the night right nutrients.
Empty calories.
What? Lost it.
You know?
You have this new thing now with these synthetic rice.
Yeah, boy.
A little small little pill like that, you put it in.
Yeah.
Oh, in the hot pot.
Yes,
That's garbage. That make you sick. Now, you could get real food like sweet potato. You eat one of them, man. That's it. You sure you out to flick it? Yes, boy.
Sweet potato,
Cassava, right. That's what I call real food. You eat one plate of that, that's it. You ain't feel hungry no more until damn tomorrow evening sometime.
I saw an article how they saying these certain these tunas we can buy in the store. Man, he saw again that ain't even actually real tuna in these tunas.
Tuna fish.
Yeah, tuna fish. You know, he have another fish in that with heavy in mercury. Yeah, something like that. I said, this man is the devil, so everything fake in the society. Like, you're getting real food no more. All right. All right. This ain't like this hell, boy. All right. So guess what? The time of trouble is upon us, man. This system is going to crash soon.
You know, this is why we need salvation.
The signs is all around us. You won't see the signs, then you mistaken. All right. Someone get our second there, verse 15 and verse 14, because it speaks about riot and police state. All right. These devils, them trying to crash the system to bring in the new system. Because I can tell you one thing, when the spread go down, all right, the spread will go down. A new system, and guess what? You're going to have to be verified. All right. You see, like every time you go on these certain apps now, they want you to be verified. You got to verify yourself.
With what do you call it? Biometrics.
Yeah.
You don't want your face, your eyes scan, your finger. no voice activation.
Right.
All that is part of being verified.
Right. Even I saw an article, some part of the state right now for healthcare, and you gotta submit your ID, whatever, to get healthcare. Some of them hospitals doing on the states, you know. So it's gonna be a oppression. Okay. If you don't comply, you're gonna be excluded from society.
Well, right now, everybody right now, they have a digital avatar of a person, you know. They have, when you do biometrics, when you scan your face, your eye, your voice, your fingerprint, they build them a digital database of each person. You don't notice every time you go to a different website, it has advertisements tailored to the things that you like. Like if you like sports, like football, they have advertisements tailored to football. If you like food, they have advertisements tailored to food. If you like gaming, they have advertisements with anime or gaming. Every different person has a different digital avatar. You see, and then once they then collect enough information on you, they can lock you out of that, and now for you to have access to your own stuff, you gotta be verified now. That's what we have for you. That's what we have you digitally. You have your digital identity. You gotta be a part of this. And if you decide to be a part of that, don't teach you that from being a part of the Lord.
But you're gonna see in the article next also, someone get upset here. Verse 14.
Second Deliverance 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Right. And woe means destruction, right? And also divine judgment. And that's coming upon the wicked and this corrupt world. All right, because that woe basically is a prophetic warning of impending misery, devastation, and divine punishment. All right, and it serves as a declaration humanity wickedness has reached its limit. So the Most High died. All right, the Most High died. Read verse, jump straight on to 16. Read on down to 16.
All right. Yeah. Second Deliverance 15 and 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. The one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard kings nor princes, and the cause of their actions shall stand in their power.
Easy riders right here. All right. You know, civil war. That's coming in the major way. And you can imagine, okay, I want you to think about it, boy. These Levites with their machetes and these Benjamites. It's going to be crazy in that time. You know, Levites like they machetes. All right. So it's going to be crazy in that time when people can't buy food, find food a lot. Expect these things on Levites. Trust me, they have a different spirit on them when they come to riot. All right. Because that's predominantly what we get, especially in this island. When you see they come together, because they come together. I might as tell you. You know, when Jake talk backbiting one another, them Levites is come together. All right. If the spirit of the Lord in on you, but you in trouble, boy. You in trouble. So you will have rebellion against authority, the government, civil disorder. People are gonna revolt and crash out and take matters into their own hand, man. All right, they're gonna be like hell with the law when the system crashes. All right, but then you get the police state coming. Read the next verse, brother.
Okay, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
You see that? And guess what? You know what I point to? Severe blockades, curfews. We had that before. Or urban danger where normal movement, trade, and daily life is halted. We had that before. All right. We see where the police ain't letting certain people pass certain areas, but the Lord made it possible for all us brothers.
Yeah, they had certain checkpoints set up.
Yeah, exactly. There's going to be travel restrictions.
Yeah. You know, they're only gonna let people move around, so-called essential workers. You know, and you gotta have your letter from the government stating that you is essential worker. You're okay to pass.
Right. But in this time, you're gonna need a digital ID.
Done.
All right. This time you're gonna need a digital ID. Brother, you could read some more on that the article. Yeah. This is the part where he say was scared of him, right?
The nightmare scenario. AI superintelligence is fast approaching. Well, let me know how much mention that because the AI getting to a point where it's like scary where it won't even need human intervention anymore.
Exactly.
And it was I think it was in Tokyo, one of those places where the robot was killing some people, and when they shut it down, it was able to remark itself to turn itself back on. That's a scary scenario.
Exactly. Remember Megan? They couldn't control Megan no more. They control all of that. It's unstoppable. I think it was Megan, that's Megan 2.0. Yeah, part one, right.
Then they use a part. Yeah. They say, but I take over the better.
Yeah. Yeah. Get it, brother.
And that movie with Jennifer Lopez. Yeah.
What keeps me up at night is not the wars of the financial collapse. What is happening inside the data centers that are springing up around the world.
That's what they are.
Over 3,000 new sites are being planned or constructed right now. Consuming land and energy of projected revenue numbers simply do not add up. That's where the hidden objective far beyond certain now extremely clear.
Read on, brother.
I believe these data centers are being built to host billions of simulated 3D worlds. Millions of times faster than our own reality.
You see that? That's crazy, boy. That's it. That's crazy.
I should say, gaming has become so advanced nowadays, right? They have games now where you put on this helmet and all you see is it's like you in this metaverse.
Black Mirror.
That's the movie Black Mirror.
Yeah, Black Mirror.
And you in this metaverse and you could be sitting inside this chair or inside this room, whereas it have fans and things where when the breeze blow inside the metaverse, you feel it on your skin, the ground shake and feel it in your foot, the birds chirping, and you have your earpiece, bro. And imagine people inside that world, they believe everything they see in there, to the point where it affects their heart rate. It even affects when they come back to reality. They don't even want to be in reality. They want to be back inside that world.
Yeah.
In reality, they may be a nobody, but inside that world, there's everybody, somebody.
They say they would have movie Black Mirror, where walk as Captain America, the dog by Anthony something, and the next by you walk in Aquaman, the dog by who's against Aquaman. Them two was inside there. You know, and there was sissies inside there, but it was fights.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so man, they just hook up something to their temple right here, and they zoom right into the game, and man, they used to always go inside it together to blow each other out. You know, and they give them that type of feeling.
That's crazy.
You see? Yeah, boy, that's real crazy. You know?
But the world faster than your own reality. That's gonna deceive a lot of these people, but read on, brother.
Says here. Why? Because the current generation of large language models is a dead end in the race to superintelligence. They have no genuine memory, limited capacity for long-term planning, and very little understanding of cause and effect. That's what you said earlier. Sharing them stupid use. But a 3D world simulator changes everything. It's true, because they can recite every trend, every dance, anything digital, they can remember, but anything dealing with the real world,
Yeah.
It says, within these simulated environments, a super intelligent entity could emerge in a matter of days, not years. Once it does, it will take over global systems, power grids, financial networks, military command, and communications.
AI is gonna run the whole world. AI is gonna be at the forefront of everything. That's the time of trouble like never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Or AI is gonna be at the forefront, telling you what to do, tell you how to eat, tell you how to sleep. All right, at the forefront of everything. All right, they will tell you how to live your life. AI, and these people ain't prepared for that. They living freely now, but they don't know what's coming. Go ahead, brother.
And there's a movie with just come out, man. Just come out, not too long ago. And when you watch the movie, it's here like everything going, straightforward. There's this man. There's this woman. She always was searching for her daughter, and she's wondering how come, like her memories is kind of vivid. Come to find out, she was in a digitally simulated world. That every time she make a decision, they start over and erase her memory and start over again.
Like Bloodshot. Something like Bloodshot.
Something like Bloodshot.
With Diesel.
I think it just come out too. And the thing about it is, right, is that in this article, when it said in a simulated environment, what would take a human 10 years to learn, an AI can learn it in hours. Because in that simulated environment, it has millions of copies of itself doing the same thing over and over and over again. And as each one of those millions of simulations do that over and over, it learns of itself. Every time it starts over, that starts off with millions of memories of the last simulation. Yeah. So that within itself, AI is that's because humans don't have that capacity to do so, at least not now. You see?
The Bible says will take over.
Yeah. So,
right? And the Lord to save us from this thing. That's that's what God is on. We need salvation.
That it says
be true.
Once it does, it will take over global systems, power grids, financial networks, military command and communications. Human dominance will end not with a bang, but with a silent digital coup.
Silent digital coup. See that? Yeah, I take it over, boy.
As I wrote in why they no longer need us, the convergence of abundant energy and machine cognition has rendered human labor and thought obsolete. This is the lived reality of 2026.
You see that? So guess what? Right now, we see it machines in the work field. I see one article say they lay off 8,000 people off job. Who do you think take over that job? The machines, the little AI robots. All right. People don't know what's coming. Okay. Someone get Isaiah 24 verse 8. Okay. Okay. All of this is a part of the last. Now in this article also, the next part, they telling you how to prepare. But how they telling you to prepare is from a physical aspect. Or that ain't gonna save you. All right, that ain't gonna save you. They tell you, oh, you need to get this, you need to get that, whatever. But if you don't have the Qam Yasharahla, you don't. Only the Lord can save you from this beast system. All right, read Isaiah 24 verse 8. Read straight to 15.
Isaiah 24 verse 8. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth.
Because that's when the collapse come.
The noise of them that rejoice ended. The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone.
So lucky, right? And we had a little preview of that during the Crown Royal 19, whereby, when everything shut down, people was looking all over for answers. Come ask, right on the corner there. People come asking us, inquiring about what's happening, or pertaining the prophecy. But this time, we ain't have no answers to tell you. See? Because we out here freely. Go ahead, brother.
Gone. And the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree, and the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done.
So lucky, right? And guess what? When you look this up, this describes a time of severe judgment that stripped society of all its earthly joy and security and wealth. All right? And commerce. All right, because even though if you see these plagues and these things happen, even when the war started, right, first started, right, you see commerce still going on. But when that stops, that's when that's problem. All right. All right. So guess what? At the end of the day, this painting a picture of desolate cities and the silence of all celebration. It's a collapse. Transition into a remnant who still offer praise to Yahweh Qam Yasharahla to the ends of the earth. Because we're going to be glad when the system collapses. All right, we're going to be glad when we see the downfall of the society. Because if this society don't come to an end, we ain't going to get deliverance. Right? Now, brother, read on the, let me get verse 13, right? Let me get verse 13 in the, this verse 13, right? The olive harvest, right? The prophet uses agriculture imagery to represent the severity of judgment, just as an olive tree is violently shaken to harvest its fruit, leaving only a few missed olives at the very top of the branches. The coming judgment will wipe out the majority of population, leaving only a small remnant. You see that? Okay, so a lot of people are gonna die. A lot of people is gonna die. All right, but the ones who want to rejoice is the hopeful elect. Read the next verse, brother.
God, verse 14. They shall lift up their voice. They shall sing for the majesty of Yahweh. They shall cry aloud from the sea.
From the sea, because we scattered. All right, it's speaking about the remnant. The next verse is powerful, boy.
Done.
Powerful.
Wherefore glorify ye, said the Lord, in the fires.
That's what we're doing. We're going to continue to do that.
Even the name of Yahweh Qam Yasharahla, power of Israel, in the isles of the sea.
That's what we're doing. Praise Yahweh Qam Yasharahla. Read the next verse.
Right, verse 16. From the uttermost part of the earth have we heard songs, even glory to the righteous. But I said, leanness, woe unto me. My treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Yeah, the treacherous dealers have dealt very treacherously.
That's it. That's it. So we glorifying the Lord in the fire, man. All right, you opening this mercy to get on here. All right, we wholeheartedly believe in the system. All right, trusting in man, we trusting in the Lord, who's going to deliver us and give us salvation at the run last he's going into. All right, now I can get it in the NLT before we do it, right? We hear of songs and praise. It's Isaiah 24:16 from the ends of the earth. Songs that give glory to the righteous one. But my heart is heavy with grief. Weep for me. Why will away? The seed still prevails and treachery is everywhere. All right, treachery is everywhere. All right, this high society in order for us to get on here. Okay. Get on now. All right, so guess what? The collapse is coming, man. Prepare yourself, prepare to turn back to God for the police.
Done. Yeah, man. All right. So that, you're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Makakodash, Shalom, and the Bible.